going? Mr. Deadman Rant and Chill. Yeah, I said there was gonna be a schedule Monday and Wednesday or whatever. I'm trying to grow this channel, so I guess I'll put in some overtime. I could be watching a horror movie for the horror related podcast I do, but whatever. Let's talk about femboys. Let's talk about anime waifus. Femboys. You know what? I don't have to say much about this. Let's let this clip do it for me. Where is it? Here we go. Oh, let me put it on the screen first. All right.
Dang it, Bobby. How many times did I tell you?
It's okay, Dave. Lots of guys are into it.
It's okay. It's okay, Dad. Lots of guys are into it. Let's play that one more time. One more time.
Dang it, Bobby. How many times did I tell you?
It's okay, Dave. Lots of guys are into it.
No. No.
Stop. Yes, I agree. The femboy stuff, the femboy hooter stuff was funny, and it is funny. But it's not a real fad. It shouldn't be a real fad. Yet some people are taking this as a real thing, as a lifestyle to embrace, as ironically calling a man's ass bussy makes it any better. As if, like, I don't know, the femboy look. You're talking about like a petite boy. You're talking about like a teenager that has like a very thin, petite body that looks very feminine. That's not a body type that a lot of guys have. And it's a fad. Well, you know what? Let's let this video kind of explain it. I mean, if you think I'm wrong, let me know. Let me know in the comment section if you think I'm wrong about this. Oh wait, let me take care of this fast. There we go. 3, 2, 1, and play. You might have seen this already. By Millennial Thinker. The Femboy Fad. How it starts, what it becomes, and how it ends. I go stop right here. That look, by the way, that femboy look is spot on. I know you can't really tell with the eyes, but the sort of like I don't love my life sort of look. If I could die today or tomorrow, it would be great. That sort of look. The living on the edge, not in a good way. Living on the edge could mean different things. Living on like your reek of suicide. That sort of mentality. I like Millennial Thinker too. I do. I'm just saying that depiction, spot on. Spot on. Let me make it bigger for everyone to see. There you go. All right, so they meet, start talking. And the femboy likes the attention, sort of. I mean, I'm kind of curious about it. Okay, now he gets excited about that. But Let me just, I'll let it play. I'll give you my thoughts. He's getting older. When creating fantasies in our homes, we try to recreate them outside. And that really just surmises this whole femboy thing. I think it's funny. I still think it's funny. Well, there's different ways you could take it. You could think it's funny because it's another way of like, it's kind of weird. It's absurd. The clip I played where like Master Chief was hanging out with like a femboy, whatever, in the apartment. That stuff was funny. That stuff was great. But it's funny because it's not meant to be serious. What? You seriously want to be in that? It just sound like a Debbie Downer, a negative Nancy, to rain on your parade here. But the femboy look, the femboy thing, the femboy fad, it's just a fetish. That's all it is. It's a fetish that there's no longevity in it. I mean, there's no relationship in that stuff. Like in this video, spot on. Like the person who's a femboy who gets involved in a relationship, it's not going to be a committed relationship. In fact, this video was very generous, lasting long until he's 26 years old, even after that. No. You can go right now on YouTube and look up femboys, real femboys. They'll tell you that they're single. They're single, and they'll tell you their dating experience if you want to listen to that. And they're constantly dating guys, what they call dating guys, one night stands or whatever, constantly being fetishized and all that stuff because that's what they are to them. That's what they are to people on the outside. They're just a fetish. I hate to say it, but that's what it is. Maybe there's exceptions. Maybe there are exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, it's just a fetish. And there's teenagers, they're like 15, 16, that are doing this to themselves, trying to have that femboy look because they think that's what's in right now. They think the chicks are really into it or whatever. And oddly enough, some chicks somehow say they're into it, which is not healthy. Whatever. It's so fucking crazy. And then the same 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds that do that to themselves, we're not surprised when we find out that, oh yeah, they also are dealing with mental issues. Like self-harm and other things. Let's see. Sage Halo says, "You've been in the monkey business server, haven't you? I could tell." I have. And so have you. You've been there the whole time. Welcome to the party, pal. Talking about femboys. You might like it. The femboy stuff, it's funny, but that's all it is. But the people who take it to the other level, to the extra level, it's what are you doing, man? What are you doing? It just might sound absurd, but it's not, though. I mean, literally, Nick Fuentes was involved with Catboy. What is Catboy? Catboy is a femboy. That's what he is. Look at his life. If you don't know who the individual is, a long story short, how do you explain that? It's a grown-ass Australian man who grooms kids, at least tries to, whatever. I don't know if it's a joke or what he's doing. Grooming kids on various social media apps. I forgot what the one he uses, like Chatterbait or some shit. Dude, I don't know. It's crazy stuff. Chat Roulette. I think that's the one. He calls himself Catboy. I mean, if you're skinny and you can pull off the look, and if you want the attention, you want to be fetishized, you go right ahead. But it's not going to work well for you. It's not, I mean, yeah. It's not going to go well. It's not going to end well. I mean, this video was too nice, I think. Really how it should have ended was this guy right here. Maybe the next scene where he's like hanging himself or slitting his, see, there should be some cut marks on his arm. See, that's what we're missing. Should be some scars on his arm from when he cut himself. Spot on, but too generous. Now, what if your waifu was real? Huh? What if? What if? What if, man?
What if your waifu was real? It's a question weebs have been asking for years. I know there's a few videos on YouTube answering similar questions.
Do you guys have a waifu? Do you? I mean, if you do, you do. No judgment from here, man.
Questions to this, but I thought I would give my own take on this. I think I'm better suited to give an answer to this because, well, not to flex, but I do have a PhD in fucking retard.
Okay. All right, this kid's kind of funny. PhD in retard.
I'm kind of a big deal. Okay, so say your waifu were to become real. How would it work? There are lots of holes and flaws in a waifu becoming real. First off, how would they look?
You buy a pillow. You buy one of those pillows and you put, with the design on it. I would know. Or you get one of those high-end sex dolls from Japan. That's what you do.
It's not like they're gonna come into this 3D world in a 2D form. And if they did, I mean, that would be kind of ass. So,
oh shit, it would also mean they might have to eat. They might also need to take a shit. Oh man, that's not waifu material.
How would it work? A cultured man like me's waifu is either 02 or Mai from Rascal Does Not Dream of a Bunny Girl Senpai. I know it's a sin to have.
I don't know any of those animes. I know Trigun, Cowboy Bebop, and Dragon Ball Z, Attack on Titan. Ghost of Shell, that stuff.
Too, but it's a hard decision, alright? I guess if I had to choose one.
I guess the thing about this right now, I guess my waifu, if I were to pick one, would be, shit. The fucking major from Ghost of the Shell. How about that? Is that good? Is that a good pick? Is that a bad pick?
It would probably be Mai, because she's more human, no pun intended. But for the sake of this video, let's take Rem for example, because I already know a shit ton of people watching this video have Rem as your waifu. Okay, so obviously she isn't going to be 2D, that's a given. So option number 1, Googling Rem in real life. We mainly get pictures of cosplayers, but we don't want to cosplay.
You don't want a cosplayer? What? Oh, because cosplayer is real. Cosplayer is a girlfriend in the flesh, and they don't want that.
Want the real thing. And this, I mean, that's just a child. Okay, so Googling won't work.
Well, it's good to know that this kid has standards. Not going to go after other kids. That's good to know.
Maybe if you're lucky, you'll find an image of your waifu and go, yeah, that's what she would look like. Then congrats, the first step to your waifu being real is done. But if you're like the rest of us, then here's option number 2. So option number 2 would just be, your waifu would look how you would expect her to look in real life, and she is not disappointing. That's honestly the only way I know how to answer this question. Now, on to the next problem. How would she sound? Now, you could say, well, they would just sound like they're dub voice actors.
I think they would sound like they're Japanese actors. I think. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, though. I mean, I don't want my waifu to come to real life to hear her talk. No. In fact, she could just have a ball gag, If I could just put duct tape over her mouth. She doesn't need to breathe, right? I mean, it's not real, right? It's just a waifu, which is an anime form, so you can put duct tape and be fine.
Problem with dub is, most of the time, it sounds like fingernails on a chalkboard when they talk. I mean,
that's how women really sound like, right?
Listen to 02's dub.
I want to take a bath. Hey, how do I smell?
Yeah, but fuck no, that's not happening.
I don't want to hear any woman ever ask me, how do I smell? Ugh. Ugh. Unless it's like if we're about to go out on a date, then that's a good thing.
If you're lucky enough for your waifu to be in dub and not sub,
If you're about to go down on her and she asks, "How do I smell?" I don't know. That's not a good sign.
another problem solved for you. And if you can speak fluent Japanese, then that's yet another problem solved. But for me,
You know what? She can speak Japanese. My waifu needs to speak Japanese. Not a single word of English. Okay.
neither one of those are true. So I would say that
I'm a
if they
cultured
were
man.
to become real, they would just sound like their Japanese selves, but speaking English. That's pretty much the only way I can answer this. Now, for the next problem, personality. For a lot of people, this is
I'm not too worried about the personality either. In fact, if they could just take care of the kitchen, make me a meal every now and then, and blow me while I'm playing games or something, while I'm playing Halo. How about that? How about that?
isn't a problem. But if you're one of those psychos who waifu is fucking toga, well, then I don't know how to tell you this, but she'd probably be locked up before you even got the chance to meet her.
Well, not if you summoned her. I mean, I don't know how you bring him out into real life anyway, but let's say you were to summon it somehow. You set it up. There's a locked room, some heavy locks. You summon her there. You bring her up. I don't know how that happens, but let's say it happens. Bam! You put a collar on her right away. You tell her, "Welcome to the real world. I'm your master. I'm your god." And there you go. You got yourself a waifu. Who's gonna be listening to you? You got discipline training going on.
Or she would murder you. So unfortunately, if your waifu is a psychotic yandere, then just drop the bits and find a more normal waifu.
Oh, actually, no. Ooh, the fun would be trying to tame her. The fun would be trying to break her in. Get yourself a BDSM style sex dungeon. That's what you have to do.
I don't have time to find a loophole for this bullshit. Yet another problem that we would face if our waifus were real is if your waifu has some kind of superpower. And to answer this shortly, they just wouldn't have their superpower.
I wouldn't want any superpowers. No, wait. Hold on, wait. I'm not too familiar with with a lot of anime to know too much about superpowers. I know mechs. Yeah, I guess do a superpower. Oh, like Ranma 1/2, where it turns into a boy and also into a girl. Well, there you get the Femboy and you get the girl all rolled into one. So, I mean, I guess that's something.
Powers. Next problem. Would they even like you? So your waifu becomes...
There's not a choice. They would have to. They'd have to. This kind of reminds me of the Vietnam vets that a lot of them, and you know what I'm talking about, have Vietnam wives. For what reason? How'd that happen? Well, I'm just saying from experience, from the people I know, from the families I know, and also from one of my exes. Yeah, it's pretty common for a Vietnam vet to have a Vietnamese wife who speaks very little English, some English, but isn't very well adjusted. Doesn't really know how to get away if she wanted to get away. Her life is kind of really dependent on him. So it doesn't really matter if she likes him or not, because she's not going to get away.
becomes real, and now you come to find out, oh shit, she doesn't even like me. Game over. Your waifu becomes real and you lose her in a second because she has no interest in you. Maybe it's even worse. She's completely appalled by you.
Dude, that would suck. That would be horrible right there. I just find a noose.
Not to mention, there would be 1,000 other guys coming after her, so you're just completely fucked.
Well, you're not taking her to the club, bro. You don't take your waifu to the club. In fact, you don't show your waifu to your friends, to your homies. No. You keep that a secret.
Then it's game over. So now we have to figure out a way to overcome this, and the best way to do that is let's just lay down a ground rule that says your waifu will like you. But if you're like me,
Yes, she will. She has no choice. Oh.
You wouldn't just want your waifu to become real and you're already guaranteed to be married because there's no bond there. And a cultured man like me,
I'm not too worried about marrying a waifu. Not gonna marry. Not gonna get her pregnant. Preggers. I don't want any weird 2D, 3D anime kids. No. It would be like this thing that lives. I don't even think do you even need to feed a waifu? Like, I mean, how real are they? I mean, what? I don't want them getting fat. Come on now, I got standards.
me would want there to be a special bond. So well, say that something happens between you guys.
I mean, they could get a little chubby, a little thick. That's fine. I don't want them like obese. Man, can you see how this waifu stuff could go totally wrong?
Causing you to form a strong, unbreakable bond. But just think of your dream timeline of how things would happen between you, because it would be pretty boring if your waifu became real and just like that you're dating. You want a spicy romance story like it's Nagisa and Tomoya from Clannad, except maybe without the, well, you know, I don't want to spoil.
See, this guy is a romantic. See, he's thinking, how am I supposed to romance this chick? I'm thinking the waifu is going to be pretty much a sex slave. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Am I wrong there? Huh? I mean, you know, think about that. Could Chun-Li be a waifu? Oh, what about, what's her name? Mia from King of Fighters? Mia. Oh, god damn. You know who I'm talking about.
Spoil it for the people who haven't watched Clannad, or maybe you're just sick and twisted and do want that to happen between you. Either way, we don't want a boring storyline of how you came to be. Now, this next problem is pretty much the biggest problem of all, and is pretty
What if she's your stepsister?
much a punch to the gut, and that is memories. How would memories work? What would happen? It's not just like your waifu is gonna come to this world and she's just gonna forget everything that ever happened to her. So how would this work? It wouldn't.
Well, you don't have to worry about that because she does not going to have memories. She's just a cartoon. They don't have memories. I think this person actually thinks anime characters are real. I don't know.
If your waifu has a lover, which unfortunately for me, she does, she's not going to have interest in anyone in this world. And she probably is just going to end up hating her life, which we can't have. And that's just a sad...
Well, you tell her now it's a new saga. You're being rewritten. This is the new anime that we're in. And I am written as your lover. So you're forced to love me. And there you go. There you go, bro. It's not rocket science. Come on. Duh.
Truth of why your waifu simply wouldn't be able to become real. But I've thought about this, and your boy has found yet another loophole. What if instead of your waifu becoming real, okay, a story starts from scratch and you meet your waifu who isn't in any anime. She's just your ideal waifu come to real life. Shit, if you want to get spicy, maybe you guys died and get transferred to a romance isekai. Who knows? But the
Wait. So is he saying that maybe you become an anime too? I mean, I was just saying it like this is like a LARP, like a joke, a way to, like, you know, manipulate her or whatever. But what?
The only way your waifu will be able to become real is if you met your own waifu and formed your own story. If you want, you could just have it be your waifu, except she grew up in the real world. Same personality and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much the only way it would work out if your waifu was real. Unfortunately though, anime girls will never be real either.
That's good, he knows that. Now, here's the takeaway from this. Honestly, jokes aside, I get the waifu thing, I do. But this is coming from I uploaded some clips on this channel. Real life girlfriend versus having a waifu, and there's people who actually prefer having a waifu, want to have a virtual girlfriend over having a real life girlfriend, and the costs. Well, when you compare the costs, well, having a virtual girlfriend definitely wins every time. But, and I know the dating scene sucks now. I know there's a lot more thoughts, and I know that women are encouraged to be OnlyFan whores. Okay. But it's like, you guys, Come on. Like, your waifu's never gonna have sex with you. Your waifu's never gonna hug you or kiss you or any of that stuff. It is never gonna happen. The most you're gonna get, if you have the money, is some silicone that you pretend a relationship with. But then you're just a grown-ass man playing with a very large Barbie. That's what you're doing. There's no connection. There's no bond or anything. And I know real life relationships suck at times, and boy, do they suck hard at times. When they're good, they're good. When they're great, oh man, all right, cool. Of course, you're going to have drama, right? You're always going to have drama. You're always going to have issues. Oh man, you're going to have like issues related to looks, issues related to health, finances, infidelity, all that stuff. But sometimes that factors into other things like infidelity or the drama. Sometimes it leads to more sex, better things. I don't know. It's just, it balances out. I think the main thing here for me is, do you want to be alone when you die? I mean, do you feel like you're worth love? That sounds kind of lame coming out of my mouth. That sounds kind of like, what am I talking about? What am I, life coach here? But do you think you're worth that? And do you want to have it where when you die at your funeral, like the wife that you're with, that she goes there and she grieves or whatever? Do you want that? Do you think you deserve that? I think the waifu thing is just a giant cope. Just a giant cope. It's a joke, but also a cope for those that take it too far. Now I sound like the joke police. Now I sound like, oh man, a Debbie Downer, negative Nancy. Maybe the beer's wearing off. I just think it's good to be real about this. The jokes and the all that stuff about waifus, it's fun at times, but it gets like, what are we doing here? What are we really encouraging here? Because there are some people who take it too far, right? You can see that now, currently, when you see people who actually have like sex dolls or especially sex dolls that are designed based on their waifus, or body pillows designed based on their waifus, and they sleep with them, literally sleep with them, and you know what I'm saying. And they prefer that. They would rather have that. Yet at the same time, they're depressed, they're alone, and they have to deal with those demons. Like, well, I mean, you made that bed. You made your bed when you went down that path. And if you're a guy, if you're a grown-ass man who's dating, or pretty much having sex with a body pillow with your waifu design on it, dude, when you start dating, you're gonna have to explain. You're gonna have to explain that, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe if you find some chick who's really into anime too and fucking kinky, I don't know. But I think the type of guys that are into virtual waifus, real life waifus, are not the guys who are dating or trying to date or anything like that. So, what do you guys think? Amazing Adam? What do you think about that? Sing Halo, if you're still here, what do you think about that take, huh? Good take, bad take? Some of the chat was hidden. I put it on live chat now. Live chat is best chat. E.T. Templar, jokes aside, it's borderline on mental illness. It is. It is. It definitely is. And it's beyond unhealthy. Most definitely. This topic is dumb. This topic is fun. And it's important. And I'm sure some people will definitely find it interesting. What about people having Sims for sex? Oh, that's... What? Do you mean people who are like playing The Sims for sex? Like playing the game? Are we getting to like people who play like Second Life and have sex in Second Life as a way of living, really? Oh, that's a fucking joke too. What that is? That's a couple of land wells that people who just given up on life, given up on themselves, know that they can't go out there, know that they can't go meet anybody in real life, so they go meet people out in a video game, like World of Warcraft or Second Life or whatever. Oh yeah, I have a girlfriend. She plays Second Life with me. We fuck all the time, bro. Turns out it's just another dude. It's just another dude behind that keyboard. I mean, I've heard stories where people met, maybe they played games like World of Warcraft or whatever for a while, and they formed a relationship, and then they finally met each other and stuff like that. That's different because they took it to the proper level. They made it real. So some of these guys, though, they go try to make it real. They find out, no, you weren't talking to a girl. No, most definitely not. You're talking to another man who is just as desperate as you. I want you to scramble my pussy. No, bro. No, I can't find your pussy. Now all the layers of dried fecal matter, because apparently it don't wipe well. It's hard to wipe. It's hard to wipe when you have little hands, little arms, stubby arms, and just large obese rolls all around you. It's hard to get back there. I would imagine, right? I wouldn't know personally, but I think we could visualize that and how difficult it would be. Now, the fun topics have been exhausted, like the waifu and the femboy shit. The one other thing to talk about here is I found this website today, Hammer City. It has nothing related to this. In fact, this should be its own separate stream, because it might get lost. Well, let's see. Have y'all seen this? If you hate, I'm gonna put it on the screen here. This shit is crazy. Hammer City. Black Hammer Org. It's an anti-fascist organization. Colonized world organization, I suppose. They want to start their own little utopia in Colorado, in the mountains. They're trying to build a city. Hammer City. This is their plan right here. You can barely see it. Let me put a better picture out for you guys. Here we go. Oh, that was weird. Okay. This one. And make it bigger for you guys. That's their plan. That's their vision. They want a they want to live in a bunch of like dirt igloos. But good luck pulling that off. Good luck doing that. When the people in the organization, the people that want to do this little utopia, look like they couldn't even pick up anything. They couldn't even do any sort of real labor. This is what they look like. A bunch of scrawny ass, skinny ass, dope heads. I could say that. Just from a photo. You think these guys are going to be building little dirt igloos to be living in? They might have a couple of tents. That's it. Their city, their utopia is not going to look much more different than a homeless city. A homeless encampment in San Francisco. You're going to have the shit piles. You're going to have the syringes all about. Let's see, according to the website, Hammer City is Black Hammer Organization's latest project, building a city for all people of color to be free. So it's for people of color to be free. All people of color. Because they're not free now. They're not free, guys. No discrimination of nationality, gender, age, mental, physical differences, etc. Except for that, I don't know, man. I don't know. It seems to me that they have a couple of white people in their midst. Look at this. You can see in this photo, in the background, next to the dog, there's what looks like a white dude. But this photo, that looks like a white dude there. Maybe he's Hispanic. I don't know. I thought it was for all people of color. What about this guy? What about this guy, huh? I don't know. But Black Hammer Org in this Hammer City, they promise jobs, housing, food, and healthcare. Paid for by what? I don't know. I don't know what the healthcare, how they cover that. The jobs, what jobs could they possibly have? Building these dirt igloos? I don't think so. Their jobs are going to be, all right, we're going to go back to town and loot and pillage. That's what they're going to have to do. That's what they're going to have to do. No cops, no rent. Oh, okay, yeah, you guys aren't going to have police. Sure, yeah, you don't need police. Police just get in the way from all your dope dealing and shooting up and stuff. Well, actually, think about this. They don't really need this. They already live in Colorado. Fuck, man. They can just go to Oregon. That shit's legal there. Every drug is legal there now. Well, decriminalized, but whatever. Might as well be legal. No rent. You don't have a building to rent out. You don't even have a tent. I want to see this fucking town. I want to see this shit. I'm so curious about this. This is like the next level of autonomous zones. This is like the next level Chaz. Which, by the way, of course, the news today was funny. Apparently, some teenager died in one of those Chaz places. I think, which one was it? I think it was Seattle. And then you got Antifa or BLM, whatever, complaining that the EMS didn't go in to the Chaz to take care of the teenager that was bleeding out. Well, you motherfuckers say that the police and the EMS aren't allowed ever. So when it's time for them to enter, they're like, no, bro, we're not entering. It's a fucking joke. They think they could do this stuff. They think they have it all figured out. I say let them. I say let them do this shit. Let them grift on this stuff. Let them fail hard on this shit. Because that's the way they'll learn. If they learn any lesson. Let's go take a look at this some more. Look at this. Look at this. So like I said, jobs. We don't know what jobs they'll offer though. Maybe some hand jobs. Maybe some looting in the town. Housing. Good luck on that. I think it's bring your own housing. I think that's supposed to be food. That's probably the dog we saw in the photo. Someone mentioned that in the chat. Probably the dog there. That could have been their security. They might start eating each other. I don't know. But first, they're probably going to order some pizza. They'll probably do that. Healthcare. They might have a couple of Band-Aids. I don't know if they're going to have the funding for transgender reassignment surgery. Oh, look at this. On the website, it says, no white people. No white people. No white people. Okay. No white people. No white people. Let's make that bigger. No white people. Right here. Okay, bro. No white people. Where's that photo again? Where's that image? Yeah. What about this guy? Is he just an ally? Is he like the token white guy? He's allowed to be there for to help build. Is he your white slave? Oh, dude, that would be good. I want to see this Hammer City prosper. I'll tell you why. I want them to come out with some sort of message, be like, the white people that want to atone for their sins, for having white guilt and having ancestors that enslaved us. You need to come to Hammer City and build. That's the only way you will atone for the sins of being white, is if you come out here and you build these buildings for us and you make the crops grow and all that stuff. And then they're going to return the land to the indigenous people? Well, okay. So these random guys are just going to build this little city with their tents or whatever, and then they're just going to give the land to like the local tribe? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't see that happening. And if you're wondering, how are they going to stay, because it gets cold in Colorado, how are they going to stay warm at night? They have that covered. They have that covered by burning copies of Anne Frank. They're going to burn copies of Anne Frank to stay warm at night. We got plenty of copies. That's what the tweet says. Y'all, it's people asking us how we're going to keep ourselves warm up in the mountains. Don't y'all already know it just takes a good book to burn and some nice wood? And best believe we have plenty of copies to keep us warm all season long. Wow. It's all coming together. Oh, shit. Oh, guys. I mean, I think some of you might be liking Black Hammer Org now. I think you might be. It's a joke in itself, and I think it's just going to keep on giving. If you want to donate to them, you can. It might be a really good, might be fun to do. I'm losing frames. All right, now I'm dropping frames like crazy. The stream health is like red. Okay, then we're back to green. All right, that was weird. All right, let's go back to the website. You could donate now. You can. They have a GoFundMe right here. Let's check out the GoFundMe. I want to check this out. Page not found. What, did they take it down? No, they didn't take it down. Why would they take this down? This is perfect. There's nothing bad about this. Start a GoFundMe. Support this cause. Start a GoFundMe. I don't want to start a GoFundMe. What? You guys need to raise money for this. Oh, this is how they want to build? Wait, what is this? What is this? These are like plastic houses. This is what they want to build. Like these little plastic huts. Wait, this is like some CG shit. One looks like a CG thing. One looks like... What the fuck kind of building is that? I don't see those scrawny ass kids pulling this shit together. Not at all. We're building a city for poor, working class, colonized people to have full control over our lives. Let me read that again, because it doesn't make any sense. And you probably caught on to it. So Black Hammer Org, an organization against colonization. They want to free the people. They say, we're building a city for poor and working class colonized people to have full control over our lives. So to me, how that reads is, we're building a city for poor and working class, for poor people and working class people, so that colonized people can have full control over our lives. So they're just doing the same shit. They wouldn't be their own colonizers. Colonized people are people of color. Oh, that's what they mean by that. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have continued reading. I'm just so ignorant. Colonized people are people of color. And the term colonized people, I thought it was colored people. I thought colored people were people of color. But, okay. Wait, what? The term colonized people acknowledges our history, not just our skin color. Our people have suffered through generations of colonization, colonialism, slavery, war, and poverty. Well, you know, and those countries that various people have come from are still suffering from war and poverty and slavery. So how do you explain that? Like in Africa, they still have plenty of slavery. They still have plenty of poverty. Still have plenty of war. The problem is colonialism. Oh, that's the problem, huh? Colonialism. I don't know. I think Africa kind of likes colonialism. They like it when China's coming in and paying for the roads, paying for the buildings, paying for infrastructure, helping them with that stuff. With obviously no strings attached, right? We need an immediate response to all of its symptoms, like police brutality, coronavirus evictions, and poverty. Wow, coronavirus evictions. Oh, sorry, there's a comma there. Coronavirus. That seems really specific. I mean, coronavirus isn't a product of colonialism. Coronavirus is a product of communism. What? Well, I mean, where it came from. I mean, if you want to talk about the origins of the coronavirus, China. It's really the product of China just cutting corners on shit and not keeping a lab up to date in security like it should be, and enforcing certain protocols. But whatever. I mean, it's not like China cuts corners on shit. Not like they launched a rocket into space. They could be crashing down at any time, anywhere. Because, you know, fuck it. I mean, have you ever seen those videos or like where the China's infrastructure, like their buildings, they have buildings that are like within a year that they're built just start crumbling. There's a video I showed where you can with your bare hands just crumble what looks like concrete, the concrete walls. Like you can just crumble that with your bare hand. About cutting corners. Those islands that they built, they're starting to crumble. Like I said it before, China is a pretty big threat. But their downfall is that they cut corners on shit, they build stuff cheaply, and it crumbles. So, you know, and you know, they have a lot of issues. Let's see, they go on to say, the system will never provide for poor people of color who work to survive, colonized people. So, wait. In America, where you get food stamps, Medicaid, you're literally getting all sorts of money, all sorts of government assistance. You're given so many handouts. It's insane. I mean, the reason why you have people fleeing their countries from South America to come here is because because people that are poor just get handouts. Oh, are you in some South America shithole and you don't really have good health care? Don't worry. It's coming to America. Flee to America. Cross the border. You'll be fine. You'll get on Medicaid. You'll get on Medicaid. And you'll get food stamps. You might be able to, you might be eligible for certain housing. And now they have it where black farmers are getting extra benefits or eligible for certain money, government money, just because they're black. Like if you're white and disabled and you're a farmer and you try to apply, nope, doesn't apply for you because you're white. Mom's right, really. That's not true. The immigrants are all rich. That's right. That's right. And Chauncey, you're right. Affirmative action. Affirmative action. That's true too. I mean, I like how they frame it as if like America's like the worst place ever to live. Yet we have a lot of there's a lot of government programs out there to help make sure the poor have food, have health care, have housing. It's like the people who get screwed are kind of like the middle class, but you no longer, like if you're like in this weird bracket where you don't qualify for food stamps anymore or Medicaid, and you like lost your job, you might be able to get unemployment unless you just walked off and they're like, no, you're not eligible for unemployment. The different states have different ways of doing it. In Texas, it's depending on who your employer is, it could be kind of like a tough love, you know. But from what I've heard, I mean, certain states, like in California, correct me if I'm wrong here, you can, as a young adult, qualify for government assistance, which is weird. Like, what? What's that money? The word is escaping me right now for some reason. What's that money that people of color believe that they're owed for being slaves? What is that term? What is that term? What is it? Something to be asking for, demanding this whole time. And they're getting it. They're getting it. That's what the black farmers thing is. That's what that money is. That's what it's for. That's what that's what I believe what Biden even said that. That's crazy. Oh. But this system will never provide for poor people. The term is called justice. Learn it, Whitey. I like that. Fight back by building up. This year, Black Hammer organization gave out 50,000 free protective masks. Who cares about masks? The only people who care about masks are people who really, really care about the coronavirus. At this point, do you really care about the coronavirus? Do you? Let's see. Distributed food. Oh, okay. Fought police brutality. You know, it makes me wonder if they want to fight police and just take off the brutality. Yeah. Okay. Led protests in the streets. Okay. So fighting police brutality, does that include when you guys stand in front of cops that are of color and you tell them that they're niggers? That they're Uncle Toms? That doesn't seem very nice. That doesn't seem like very warm and loving. Anyway, it goes on to say they want to build a city for our people, one without rent, coronavirus, cops are colonizers, white people. A place for colonized people to thrive, to finally thrive. Finally thrive. Because there's not a single black family in Colorado that has thrived, right? I mean, come on now. I mean, I can't, like, if you are a black person and you made your way, you have a business, maybe multiple businesses, and you have stuff and you worked hard for it. I cannot, like, read, if they were to read the stuff, I could only imagine how they would react. Like what are you talking about? That's why, like, listen to other YouTubers that definitely when they're black and well off, they look at this stuff, they're like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like they pulled themselves up. They got out of whatever environment they were in. You know, that they made the most they can, and some have done well, done more than me. Shit, I live what's in the fucking pretty much a ghetto over here in Texas. Fucking A. Sometimes I see those nice houses. You know who lives in those nice houses? Asians and black families. A couple white families do. I'm just saying in my area. But, you know, if I was a deep racist hearing this, I would applaud this. You're telling me that people of color, black people, want to build their own little utopia out there in the mountains in Colorado? And they all want to go there? Well, shit. If I was like a KKK guy or a white nationalist, I'd be like, where do I sign? Goes on to say, no more worrying about if you got enough money for groceries this month. I thought that's what food stamps are for. About which friend is going to be murdered by the police next. Well, don't try to stab people with knives and you won't get shot. Or about when the landlord is going to show up with the eviction notice. Well, pay your fucking rent. How about that? Pay your rent. Pay your rent, man. Mom's Ravioli, I'm going to make you a mod. Because you're a mod before. Have you ever seen Utopia, Australia? It's an Aboriginal community. Oh, really? No, I haven't seen it. How are they doing? Are they doing well? Did it work well for them? Or did it backfire? You're a Jenny now. You are. Oh, hey, by the way, I don't know if you see this. They finally came in. I finally ordered them. The Carolina Reaper hot sauce. I got it here. I'll eat this or try it at a future stream. The Carolina Reaper. Got this, the ghost pepper, and then the I guess original whatever. Dave's Insanity. I tried the Dave's Insanity. Yeah, that stuff is that stuff is pretty fucking hot. The Carolina Reaper, I guarantee you I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. Fortunately for me, it's not money wasted because my neighbor loves that shit. And I told him, I got 3 bottles of hot sauce I'm never going to use except for pretty much one time on a live stream. And if you want them, you can have them. So, there's that. So, yeah. I will actually do it. I will actually do it. That hot sauce cures COVID. Don't worry. Smoking also takes care of COVID. I read that on WebMD, so it has to be true. See, I wonder what other insanity that this Black Hammer org is doing. Let's see if you bring this future to life. Hammer City Construction is organized by Campaigns Committee of the Black Hammer Organization. That sounds evil. Black Hammer Organization. We are recruiting all colonized people as members. So they want colored people to build this utopia. It sounds like they're looking for slaves. That's what it sounds like to me. They want people of color to help build these buildings, which will then be given to white people. Gentrification's going to roll in, and the white people are going to remodel the buildings, be like, these buildings are okay, but what they really need is some really Mexican labor to help really make things Mexican labor with a white design. We have research terms for sustainable farm. Oh, hold on here. So this is how you know their plan's going to actually come together. Guys, you can back this plan. It's going to happen because they have researched. They have research teams for the following. So let me put this picture back on the screen here. Not that one. Though that is kind of funny. To stay warm, you can burn books. I think this is a better picture. This is a Zoom call, apparently, with some of the members of the Black Hammer org. This is what they look like. This is what they do. Okay? But you mean to tell me that within this group of scrawny-ass dope heads, you have teams, as in plural, for sustainable farming, water conservation, holistic healthcare, renewable energy, design and engineering, laws and city planning. Wait. Laws and city planning has to be a mistake because that requires cops. A law is meaningless unless you can enforce it. So if you're going to have laws, you're going to have police. Design and engineering, press X to doubt on that. Renewable energy, what do you mean, like solar panels? Are they getting China to make their solar panels? Like, who's making their solar panels? What do you mean renewable energy? What? No, they're not doing any of that. They're going to bring generators. This is just a fucking joke. Holistic healthcare. Oh, because that's the healthcare we need, guys. That's what they want. They want that holistic, down to nature sort of shit. Cure the disease of herbs and spices. Sustainable farming. That's going to be like doing a food run to KFC. That's what that's going to be. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Hold on. I'll put it back on the screen here. This is 43 minutes ago. For all the haters that said that our liberated 200 acres of land in the mountains didn't have rich soil, feast your eyes on a close-up, baby girl. Take your time. The soil has been tested, honey. Our God, ancestors, and colonized community blessed us with this piece of Mother Earth. So they are planting stuff. Wait, hold on. Let me take these shades off to take a closer look here. So we're supposed to look at these photos and be impressed with their farming. What? I look at this and I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? First off, like in this picture, these two people were taken I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at two people and some foliage. And in this one, I see some soil with some shrubs. Are you eating? Are you? I know you. I know these. I know they're not just going to be living off of shrubs. And that's like a leaf. There's a couple of leaves around here. Man, what are they talking about? Oh, here's a video. Let's watch this video. GoFundMe campaign.
God, and I'm a land liberator. I am here at a liberated river. Okay, Black Women Organization has been able to liberate 200 acres of land, and we have.
I can't hear anything she's saying because of the stream. Damn you, fucking nature, Mother Earth! You're not letting a Native American speak. I'm guessing that's what she is.
Land back, everyone. This is Sergeant Solimar, and I'm a land liberator. I am here at a liberated river.
Did she say I'm a land of a raider or land liberator? Yeah, the way she talks is pretty horrible.
Okay, Black Women Organization has been able to liberate 200 acres of land, and we have water sources, you feel me? So we're out here checking it out, looking at the land, and just wanted to be appreciative of all of you all who have supported us and donated to us and joined our organization because you see the way forward in Panama City, right, is these projects of anti-colonial liberation. And, you know, I just want to thank everybody, but also I do want to say that this is just the beginning. 200 acres of land and how much of the world that we need to liberate. Exactly. We definitely are working hard to make sure that all our...
I enjoy how smug she is about this. She thinks this is actually going to do something. She thinks this is like some hippie movement that some college kids get into. I think it's going to do something. You think she's going to grow out of this? She probably grew out of this when she wanted to get some real food. Go get some KFC. Get some pizza. Go back to the colonized world and get a taco. oh, driving her car. What about that? Huh? Like this stuff, it doesn't. Oh, we're gonna live off the land. We're gonna be free. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Projects are coming into fruition, but we know that the liberation of all colonized people ain't gonna come easy and it ain't gonna come cheap. So we need those funds to keep coming in. We appreciate the love and support, but keep it coming. Keep the donations coming. And if you're a colonized person, join Black Hammers. You can get in on all this land.
If you're a person of color, join and you can get all this land, and all the land is everybody's land. I guess that's how it works. Guys, if you're someone of color, you could go. Get yourself a plot of land. Wait, I don't think it works that way. I think the land is owned by everybody. I think. I'm confused because there was a city planning team apparently. I blame universities for this. I blame college for this. I blame college. I blame Twitter. I blame the probably subterfuge by China and Russian influences who probably helped push this Marxist crap out there, hippy dippy bullshit out there, knowing that it's just gonna eat ourselves. I mean, when you're young, sometimes you might have some hippy dippy bullshit beliefs. When you just, I don't know, you just usually grow out of it. She's definitely gonna grow out of it when she wants to drive her car. Definitely, and that's her water source. That's her water source. Alrighty. I hope they have a filter for that. They're not. They're just gonna. They're just drinking the water. Like, oh, all right, all right. Well, you get what you get when you do that. Sure, back in the day you could do that just fine. But that water is not as clean as it used to be, and your body is not. Your body's not adjusted like that. Living off of tap water, bottled water for so long, there's just the germs alone in that stream is gonna mess with you. You might have a hard time with it. But you know what? Maybe she'll adjust. Maybe it'll be fine. Like the owner of BLM, right? She grew out of it real fast when she wanted to buy multiple houses. When the Marxist revolution comes for the rich, well, they should come for her too, because she's rich. Nah, the Marxist revolution is it's the people who really have money, who really have control, are not gonna ever let it happen to them. It's crazy. But yeah, this is Hammer City, guys. Black Hammer Org wants to make it happen. Now, this is the topic that has nothing to do with femboys or with the waifu stuff. So if you made it this far, well, congrats, I suppose. I hope you enjoy this. Small channel, building this one back up. Man, this far, you know what to do. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be streaming on the other channel for the Hard Talk Radio. So should be fun. And then have a Saturday, I'm doing a private stream for the patrons for Dead Man's Tome / Hard Talk Radio. And then Sunday, I'll probably do the like a Make Me Laugh You Lose stream, or I Laugh I Lose stream. So there's that. That's what's in plan. I'll do something with the hot sauce pretty soon, though. Well, that's about it, guys. I hope y'all enjoy this. I hope y'all did. I'm a little disappointed, though. I click on the GoFundMe, and I don't see the campaign. I don't know why I don't see it. Here's the video. GoFundMe build Hammer City. If I just like search it. I want to see if people actually donate to this thing. Build Hammer City GoFundMe. Campaign not found. What, because it's a massive grift? Wait, this is what I get. I click on Build Hammer City. Campaign not found. Wait, this was last year? Oh, guys, this isn't even new. 2020. Wow, this is old. So they raises money, and they didn't even build a fucking city? They raises money. They raised $45,000, and they didn't build a single goddamn building in this fucking shit. I mean, are you calling this? I'm sorry. No, I understand flat earthers now. I'm looking at this like how a flat earther looks at like the globe, looks at satellite footage of Earth. Like this looks like CG to me. Like what is this? Fucking scammers. They raised. Look, according to this, they raised $64,000. And they couldn't even get a couple of these freaking dirt igloos up in this a massive solar panel thing generator that are no, this is bullshit. Hammer City never happened. God damn it. Can you imagine being in like a super racist in Colorado, being like, God damn it. Hammer City never happened. Now all those black people are still going to be in my fucking neighborhood. Don't clip that out. That sounds wrong. I'm a lover, not a hater. Follow the monies. Right? I guarantee you someone got a house out of this. That's not really house money. That's like I'm gonna buy me a car money. Some people got a nice car from this. All right, now I'll wrap this stream up. You guys have a good one.